All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, working on the Sneaky Cat today. I'm still trying to figure out some ways to get the car a little bit lighter without going too crazy with it. Still want it to be streetable and to be a street car. And so what we've thought of is actually removing the cat back portion of the exhaust. Now, I've already moved the cats, cut out the mufflers, cut out the resonators. So I don't know how much weight is actually left of the exhaust. It's pretty much just straight piped from the headers back, but I want to keep the down pipe, which is the JBA catless mids. I want to keep them right there. And then my idea is to put just like a little turn down on each one and just have the exhaust dump right there, but I don't know if it's worth it. So what I'm gonna do right now is remove the from the exhaust tips up to the JBA catless mids and weigh that. And if it's more than like 20, 30 pounds, then I think it's worth it to keep it off, as long as it's not too crazy loud. And then what we'll do is we'll go find some little 3-inch turn downs. That way the exhaust is pointing down, and we'll save a little bit of weight there. But I don't know how much it actually weighs. I don't think it weighs that much, actually. So this video may turn into nothing and be pointless. But we're gonna figure out how much it weighs, and we're gonna get it off here in just a second. All right, so we've got it jacked up from the rear diff. We've got jack stands under there. Now the reason why I think it might weigh a decent amount is because this pipe goes pretty far down there. I mean, the catless mids start right there. So it's a pretty good sized pipe. That's not what she said to me, unfortunately. But yeah. So, but you can see no resonators and or rear mufflers, whatever you want to call them. And there's no mid mufflers over there. Obviously no cats. But it's a pretty substantial size piece, but there's not really that much weight to it. So, but we're about to find out here in just a second. All right, guys, so we've got the rear and the middle hangers off, so it's just sitting on these jack stands. So now, just gotta disconnect it from the mid pipes, which I already have the bolts off for the clamps. So, we've just gotta kind of work them, kind of hard to see, but you just gotta kind of work them out of those clamps right there. And then I guess my only worry is there's nothing really holding up the catless mid pipes towards the back here. So if I do end up staying with this setup, I'll probably have to have some type of bracket welded to hold those up, because right now it's held up by the exhaust hangers for the actual exhaust system. So you can see a better view of it. Like I said, it's pretty long. So my guess is it's got to weigh 20 to 30 pounds, somewhere in there. So we're about to find out here. All right, so after a couple wiggles, the exhaust comes out, and honestly, it is not that heavy. Check this out. Like it's not heavy at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'll weigh myself on the scale over here with my sick flip-flops on. So let me put the phone down, see exactly what we are. So 194.4. So 194.4. Now I'm gonna carry the exhaust over here. All right. So 239.4 with the exhaust. All right, so 239.4 to 194.4 brings us to 45 pounds. That's worth it if you ask me. So, Mr. Factory Muffler Delete Resonator Delete Exhaust, you're going bye-bye. So I can only imagine how heavy the thing was with the mufflers and the resonators, and then if you counted the mid pipes, or the down pipes, sorry, with the cats in it, that'd probably be pretty heavy. So we're gonna leave it off. That's 45 pounds. So here in just a little bit, I'll continue the video later on today, but we'll turn it on with just the exhaust. Well, with just the down pipes. So I'll show you. It's just got the headers then, and then the down pipes. But I'm gonna go, before I do that, I wanna go find some turn downs, as it's not gonna make it any quieter. It's just gonna make sure that the exhaust shoots down in case it starts shooting flames, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go find some, I'm guessing like 3-inch turn downs, and see if we can bolt those in. That way we can get the exhaust facing down. And then we'll turn it on and fuck up the neighbors with the exhaust sound, and we'll go full send with it. All right, so I went over to Amarillo Off-Road, picked up these 3-inch turn downs. Now this is a little bit bigger then the outlet of the JBA cat delete. So what I'm gonna do is, for now, I'm gonna cut 2 little slits, maybe like 1 inch long, and then I'll put exhaust clamps on them. And then what I'll do is, if I have time today or tomorrow, I'll go get them welded all the way around. But at least I can cut some slits, a slit on each side, and then use an exhaust clamp to get them super tight. And then that way I can at least drive over to the exhaust shop, and then I'll have them welded up. Right, so there's the little slits I cut in the exhaust. Just did it with the Dremel. I tried with the grinder, but it was cutting the holes too big, obviously, or the slits too big, because I don't have a cutoff wheel, it's a grinder wheel. So I ended up using the Dremel, just cut these tiny little slits in there. So then when the clamp goes over these, it should squeeze the metal nice and tight. So I'm gonna go grab some exhaust clamps, because actually Amarillo Off-Road didn't have any. So I'm gonna go grab some right now from the parts store. All right, so there they are. It looks kind of ghetto right now with the exhaust clamps, but I'm gonna go get it welded on here in the next couple of hours, but just need those to hold on until we get there. But yeah, looks kind of ghetto, but doesn't hang too low either. Actually, the ground clearance is still pretty good. The lowest part right now is the actual bolt clamps, and actually the downpipes don't move that much, so I think they're actually good. So we just need to get these welded on just to make sure they don't come off, and then we can take these ugly ass exhaust clamps off. But that's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna go grab my key, and then we can do a little cold start with them. All right, so here we go. Take 1, cold start of my ghetto ass turn down exhaust. I can literally feel it in my chest. I'm gonna give you just a small little rev. I don't want the neighbors to kill me. Oh God. Whoa. All right, so it's like a couple hours later, and finally my eardrums have survived what happened earlier. But the car sounds insane. It's almost a little too loud, honestly. I haven't drove it around yet to see what it's like in car, but it's pretty freaking ridiculous. So right now I have the JBA catless mid pipes, and then as you saw, I just have a little 3-inch turn down. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can find someone local, or reach out to a couple of the welders I know that are not local, but have a mid pipe made that has a turn down already connected to it, and have it made out of like titanium or aluminum, something real light, to save some more weight. And I may add like a small bullet muffler. So if the mid pipe and the turn down are titanium, I'm already saving weight over the current stainless steel mid pipe that I have. So I think adding like a small bullet muffler will just kind of even itself out, and we're still saving the 45 pounds either way that we did with removing the back half of the exhaust. So, and honestly, you could do it just for race day if you wanted to, or just when you're going to the track if you're trying to go all out and try and get your best ET possible, so you're trying to lose as much weight as possible. So you could take it off just for that, because honestly it didn't take that long. It's just a couple bolts and you got to get it off the hangers. But yeah, it's pretty easy. So if you like this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. A lot of Hellcat content coming up as summer is finally coming to a close, which means the weather's getting cooler, so hopefully better times at the track. So tomorrow, like I said, we do have the list race, which will be a lot of fun, and hopefully there's a good turnout, and should be some fun competitive racing. Gonna try and film as much as I can. Kennedy should be there, so she'll help me with some filming so you guys can see how my car does. But yeah, should be a pretty fun weekend of racing. And then Saturday, as long as everything's okay with the car from Friday, we'll race the car on Saturday, because they do have bracket racing plus test and tune. And if you don't know, usually the track prep is better for those, because they're actual paid races and it's not just test and tune. Plus there's no street tires allowed, so when there's drag radials and slicks only, the prep tends to stay a lot better on the track. So we'll go out Saturday and see what we can do. Also, But tomorrow should be fun. Looking forward to it. So make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And we'll see you guys on the next one.